My name's Josh Scheinman. I'm a producer-director for TSN, and we're just here working on our Wednesday night hockey animation. And basically, the theme is we're taking NHL players and shooting them in a way that nobody's ever seen them before. Really low, intense angles.
Hard, together!
Because this is going to air on TSN, we tried to stick with young Canadian talent. And so what we got today were what we think are some of the best young Canadian talent out there. Starting with Sidney, Crosby, Jonathan Toews, Dion Phaneuf, Nash, Staal, and just for old time's sake, we throw in Brodeur as our one veteran. Most of those guys are going to be in the league for years to come. They're going to be ambassadors for this game, for the NHL, and for Canadian hockey in general. And we thought they'd be a perfect mix. So what we're doing is we're shooting them out here, and we're going to take them through a process called rotoscoping, which we basically cut them out frame by frame, removing them from this background rink, putting them into an environment which we create exclusively on the computer. So we'll be able to put Sidney Crosby anywhere we want in this 3D rink and really create an exciting 33-second animation that people have never seen before.
The storyboards were developed by myself and a few other designers. I worked with two 3D designers to come up with a full 3D environment which I'm going to place these players into. What we wanted to do in the storyboard was give it more or less different shots that you see on a typical game, but from a low camera angle, really making the players almost feel like superheroes.
It went good. It wasn't too painful. It was pretty good intensity. We were playing it like game situation, skating pretty hard, and hopefully it turns out pretty good.
We took a couple slap shots, a couple battles. They wanted to make it as realistic as they could, so that made it that much better. Yeah, got a sweat going on. Skating with Dion. Skating enough with him during the season, so it was a couple bumps, but it was fun.
Yeah, the only pressure is trying not to wipe out and break all the cameras and hammer into everything that's set up in the corner. It looks like there's a lot of work put into everything, and you just want to finish the shot good and do it well for the guys.
Adding the hockey theme just takes our broadcast to a whole new level. I mean, it's an anthem. It's a Canadian anthem. And as soon as people hear those few beats off the beginning, the dun 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 dun, as soon as you hear that, you're instantly drawn in. And having that attached to the TSN brand can only strengthen our already very strong hockey brand. Most of these kids grew up with the hockey theme song. So just being able to associate themselves with that, it was a joy for them. Nash, every time, the first few takes we had Nash on the ice, he couldn't get the smile off of his face. And we needed intensity, we needed a game face, and he couldn't get the smile off of his face. So it just shows how much this means to some of the players. No matter how much money they make, no matter how much fame they have, this still means something to them. And I think that's unique.
I mean, you hear that song, and that's what Canadian kids grow up here and watching Saturday nights. So I mean, it was exciting, and I'm sure TSN's excited to have the whole background of it.
Yeah, it's an honor to be a part of their Open for sure. Especially with the elite players they have here, to be in the start of the program for the next while, that'll be neat to see as well.
Viewers will be able to see this every week for every NHL game that we have, starting obviously on our big marquee night is Wednesday night hockey, but anytime we have an NHL game on TSN, this will be the first thing that you see. We're extremely excited. Everything today went really smooth and very surprised. We thought something would blow up or somebody would trip and break their leg, but none of that happened. And October 14th, I think the viewing audience for TSN is going to be in for a real treat.